7, Sabrina Ionescu! Come on!
4, 3 or 4, there we go. Cutting the lead down to 7. Ooh, deeper, come on now. Hey, easy.
Foul on keeper Alas.
Didn't I say this was going to be competitive? I knew it. Nobody's backing down on this one.
Did a 17-year-old nobody really embarrass WNBA star Sabrina Ionescu at her own camp? The viral video hitting 8.7 million views shows something shocking that has basketball fans divided. I'm breaking down what actually happened in the Philippines when this teenage defender supposedly locked down one of women's basketball's biggest stars. The footage tells a different story than the headlines, and you need to see the truth before jumping to conclusions. Enjoying the content? Hit like and subscribe. It's free and helps us a ton. Thanks, and back to the video. Let's talk about this wild viral video that's taken over basketball social media feeds everywhere. By now, you've probably seen it, an 8.7 million view clip showing WNBA star Sabrina Ionescu supposedly getting locked down by some random teenager at her own basketball camp. The internet is going crazy over it, but hold up, we need to break down what's actually happening here.
Yesterday, upon your arrival, was there a certain specific moment where you thought that you impacted the game positively in the game of basketball?
For me, it was just an awesome opportunity to get on court and just participate with a lot of the kids. There was a little boy there, I think his name was Alec, and he was like 8, and invited him to do the shootout with us as obviously the youngest participant. And, yeah, I mean, I'd say I probably just at the camp that I went to yesterday to be on court doing a shootout with a lot of, the players, being able to see how excited he was to do that and hopefully leaving a impression and impact on him to want to continue to be a great shooter.
So this clip comes from Sabrina's basketball camp in the Philippines, where she's working with young players and demonstrating offensive techniques. The headlines make it sound like Sabrina got completely embarrassed on her own court, but watch closely what's really going on in this defensive sequence. First off, this isn't some random pickup game where Sabrina's reputation is on the line. This is literally a teaching environment. The teenage defender is doing exactly what he's supposed to do, applying intense defensive pressure while Sabrina demonstrates offensive moves against resistance. Look at the defensive technique being used here.
There's been video emerged and people are just... Number one, people have kind of went to war over this, but the fact that it has even happened. So Sabrina Ionescu, 2 different videos have emerged. She put on some kind of a basketball camp, I guess in the Philippines. You don't deserve to get paid like men, all right? The skill level is not there, and this is the problem. This is why the league has trouble generating the kind of interest they want it to generate.
The young player is staying low, moving his feet, and yes, there's some pretty aggressive hand checking going on that would absolutely get called as a foul in an actual WNBA game. This isn't regulation play, it's a drill with completely different parameters. You can actually hear Sabrina say, hey, easy, during the clip. Social media is portraying this as her losing her temper or making excuses, but come on, she's literally coaching proper technique. She's telling the defender to ease up on the contact because that's not how the drill is supposed to work.
This does not help any cases. And some people are saying that this kid is like one of the best Filipino players that they have. That does not help any arguments. Really? And Sabrina Ionescu loses her temper and gets mad? Because, well, he doesn't let her go anywhere here.
4, 3 or 4, there we go. Cutting the lead down to 7. Ooh, deeper, come on now. Hey, easy.
And it wouldn't be legal in actual competition. What's driving me crazy about these viral clips is what they're deliberately leaving out. There's zero context provided that this is a teaching camp where Sabrina is demonstrating moves against defenders who are going full intensity. The clip starts right in the middle of the action, cuts off any explanation, and frames it as some kind of basketball gotcha moment. And the internet's reaction? Absolutely wild. The comment sections are filled with people claiming this proves WNBA players can't beat average dudes, and using this as ammunition in the never-ending women's basketball pay debate. Imagine thinking a single clip from a teaching drill at a youth camp somehow invalidates the entire career of an Olympic gold medalist and one of the greatest shooters in the game. The truth is, what we're actually seeing is a solid defensive possession in a controlled drill setting.
Well, some footage has emerged this morning, and this is what actually has things trending. But there's always been a sentiment out there that these WNBA players would get owned by random high school basketball player. And specific people play, but the basketball at time is terrible. Okay, that's just a fact.
Not some epic humiliation of a professional athlete by an amateur. Context matters. Sabrina isn't going full speed here. She's not employing her complete offensive arsenal. She's demonstrating specific moves in a teaching environment while allowing defenders to practice their techniques too. Yeah, the teenager showed good defensive fundamentals. That's great. That's literally the point of the camp. But calling this locking down a WNBA star is pure clickbait exaggeration designed to go viral. It's like watching NBA players at youth camps when they let kids score on them and then claiming those pros got exposed. Think about it. If LeBron James is showing kids proper defensive techniques at his camp and he pulls back to let them practice, does that prove LeBron can't play? Of course not. But somehow, when it comes to women's basketball, people are so quick to jump on any opportunity to diminish these athletes' skills. This whole situation shows how eager some people are to use any clip, no matter how out of context, to push narratives about women's basketball skill levels. The clip went viral precisely because it feeds into existing biases some viewers already hold. They don't want the full story, they want confirmation of what they already believe. Anyone who's actually watched Sabrina play knows she's an incredible talent. We're talking about a player who holds the NCAA all-time scoring record, hit 20 of 27 shots in a perfect 37-point three-point contest performance that beat Steph Curry's score, and has been steadily improving her game in the WNBA. One teaching drill at a youth camp doesn't change any of that. Look, what's happening here goes way beyond just one viral basketball moment. This represents a much bigger problem in how women athletes get portrayed online. The comment section on that Ionescu video? Total dumpster fire. People immediately jump to conclusions that one defensive possession somehow proves teenage boys are better than WNBA stars. This pattern keeps repeating itself in sports media. Women athletes constantly have their skills questioned and diminished in ways men never experience. It's like the internet is just waiting for any opportunity to prove women's sports aren't legitimate. Next time you see one of these viral WNBA player destroyed videos, take a breath before hitting that share button. Ask yourself if you judge an NBA player the same way from a single drill. The truth is, these viral moments aren't really about basketball skills. They're about feeding existing biases against women in sports. And honestly, we gotta do better than that. Drop a comment if you've noticed other examples of women athletes getting unfair treatment online. Trust me, this conversation is just getting started.